This mother and child are classic neophiles, who have a positive but well-balanced attitude toward novelty. They focus selectively on those new things, here, pieces of electronic information, that help them to learn or accomplish something worthwhile, including reasonable amounts of R&R, and smoothly adjust to and exploit change, such as the sudden hitch in their plans. A young partner in an internet startup, Ted is first riled up by the unexpected change, alternating between punching excuses for missing a big meeting into his BlackBerry and phoning headquarters to bark orders at subordinates. Within moments, however, he's escorting a striking fellow passenger to an impromptu breakfast, complete with Bloody Marys. When more exciting options seem exhausted, he pops open his razor-thin laptop and, despite frequent checks for messages and the odd Call of Duty gaming break, comes up with an edgy marketing idea. Ted excels at inventive thinking, corporate competition, and personal charm, but by the time his outraged seatmate chides him for texting as the plane taxis down the runway, his morning has produced mixed results. He experienced some frisson and did some good work, but he also generated agita for others and wasted time on distractions. This neophiliac, or extreme novelty seeker, responds to change and the new as sources of the stimulation he craves, which helps explain both his talent for brainstorming and his powerful attraction to pretty strangers, cocktails, and alluring information machines. Alan, an older accountant who expects things to go as planned, shifts between quietly fuming at the delayed flight and worrying about the mechanical snafu that caused it. To calm down, he retreats into his morning routine of reading the print versions of the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times, and then reviews a big client's tax records for the second time. He's resigned to taking his cell phone on business trips, but has no interest in other gadgets. His colleagues get annoyed when he resists learning a new software program or procedure, but like their customers, they also value his attention to detail and wariness of risk. When he takes his seat on the plane, this neophobe, who responds to the new and unexpected with caution or anxiety, has done his best to make this morning much like any other, which is his ideal. Like most behavior, neophilia occurs on a spectrum. Ted and Alan are situated toward its high and low ends, while Charlotte and Jack represent the moderate majority, who are arrayed along the capacious middle range. Their different responses to novelty and change suggest the three basic ways in which individuals interpret life's great imperative: to survive and thrive by balancing the sometimes conflicting needs to avoid risk and approach rewards. Vital information about potential threats and resources is likelier to come from things that are new or unfamiliar than from the same old. Because they can affect survival, nature ensures that all living creatures react to novelty and change. A swerving car on the highway, a jump in your bad cholesterol, or a drop in a stock's value rivets your attention and jangles your nerves, which prime you to protect yourself from harm. On the other hand, an exciting IPO, intriguing job offer, or innovative home design can also attract your focus, lure you into learning new things, and perhaps increase your well-being. Dodging risks and seeking rewards both make good evolutionary sense, but variations in nature and nurture incline individuals to prioritize them differently. The approximately 10% to 15% of us who are neophobes, like Alan, are biased toward staying safe, and the roughly similar number of neophiliacs, like Ted, toward seeking bonuses. The remaining 70% to 80% are moderate neophiles of different degrees who, like Charlotte and Jack, want to be neither scared stiff by too much novelty and change, nor bored stiff by too little. They tend to seek the new and different more in their intellectual, creative, and recreational pursuits than in domains that require continuity and familiarity, such as their close relationships or professional commitments. In other words, they follow Alexander Pope's advice: be not the first by whom the new are tried.